Okay, heads up, this is just all in one go, so, it's time for another chapter of Accepting the Liar by, they changed our names this time, so it's now Have Yourselves a Gale Abishmas, and this is chapter 4, Creative Crisis. Let's go. When Deceit appeared in Roman's room, he had to carefully tiptoe around crumpled balls of paper, wrapped in fabric scraps, and a bizarre assortment of googly eyes and sleigh bells in various sizes and colors. How does your mind work, Princey? The Disney drama queen in question was ever so gracefully slumped over on his desk, drooling puddles all over whatever the heck that project was. Burning yourselves out again, and Roman? Deceit clicked his tongue. You know, it'll be Logan's lectures and patent smothering that'll keep you afloat once I leave. Deceit sighed and gently picked up the sleeping prince. For old time's sake, your royal highness, I'd better not have to do this again if my plan doesn't work out. Deceit laid Roman down on the dramatically detailed king bed. With a soft smile, he brushed his hair out of his eyes. Lucky you're a heavy sleeper, Roman. I have a lot to say to you before I go. There was a time before you didn't hate me. If you remember, back when Thomas was a child, back when I was just repression, hiding everything Thomas didn't need to know, keeping the world innocent. Back when you were still imagination, Logan was curiosity, Patton was feelings. The others didn't exist yet. We were best friends back then. I wonder a lot if it was the scales that finally turned you against me. They didn't start until we were 7 after all. Until we all started narrowing and splitting and what have you. We didn't have any problems until then. You actually helped me lie in the beginning. A touch of creativity to really sell it. 2 peas in a pod, us. I still hate myself for the way I let you take the blame for hurting Thomas. With that jumping around game I encouraged you to start. Of course, you don't remember that. I needed to play the villain to your hero. It just wouldn't do to have the hero so distraught about the villain. As far as you know, you've always hated me, as you should. Deceit wiped his eyes. No need to be the villain now, huh? No need for this silly thing. Deceit took off his cape and threw it at the wall, letting it dissolve into nothing. Roman jumped awake suddenly. Virgil! Deceit ran back, tripped on the bell, and slid to the floor. Deceit turned his head sharply at the sound, then manifested a sword. What are you doing here, you lying caw? 2 Disney jokes in one statement, Roman. That's excessive, don't you think? I believe your head is excessive. Roman moved forward and held the blade against Deceit's throat. And here I was, hoping for an easy leave. Roman, think fast. Deceit manifested a snake and threw it at the prince. While Roman jumped back with a high-pitched yelp, Deceit rose to his feet in a fluid motion and slid behind Roman, cupping his cheek from behind. Goodbye, old friend. With Roman's memory wiped and unconscious, Deceit tucked him back in and kissed his forehead. Sleep well, my dramatic charge. He took a deep breath. Now, off to see the wizard.